Hello and welcome back to another GameSalad instructional video. Today we're going to be discussing publishing your project within GameSalad for the iOS. We're going to open up a recent project, but you can follow along with a new project if you'd like. So let's go ahead and click Publish, and this will launch your default web browser. Please note, to publish with GameSalad, you must be connected to the internet through the entire process. You should then be prompted with a page that says, Now Publishing. If you see a login page, just input your information and it should take you to this page immediately after. Now, since we've never published this project before, we're going to click Create New Game. Now, this initial page is mostly for the GameSalad Arcade. You can input some information that will be persistent across all of the platforms, but most of it is just for the arcade. Now, if you'd like to publish to the GameSalad Arcade, you'll need to input enough information to meet the minimum 78% requirement in order to do so. So let's go ahead and add some information while we're here. Click on the game title box and type in your project's title, and then click Save. As you'll see, the progress bar on the right will increment by 26%. This will continue to add up as you fill out the information required on this page. Let's add an icon while we're here. Your icon must be 512 by 512 or 1024 by 1024 and in PNG format. Now, this will not affect your final icon on the App Store. This is only for the GameSalad Arcade page and for ad hoc testing. But we'll discuss ad hoc testing in a later video. You can also add various bits of information like description, instructions, or even add some screenshots if you'd like. This will not have any direct effect on your project going to the App Store. Please note, if you enable shareability at the bottom, your game source code will be made available to the entire GameSalad community. We created our game with iPhone landscape in mind, and we don't have any high-resolution images, so we're just going to publish to the iPhone platform. Now, you may have noticed these red blocks with numbers in them on the left. These are notifications that will let you know if something needs to be updated or if your app is ready to be signed. So let's fill out some information and see if we can get rid of these notifications. Since we already typed in our display name earlier at the top of the screen, let's go ahead and move over to the versioning. Let's call this version 1. Now, the bundle identifier is used in validating your application signature. It's also used to communicate with iTunes Connect when using Game Center or in-app purchasing. So make sure to take note of your bundle identifier. We're going to leave our minimum supported version at 4.3 so that users with iPhones that have not been updated can still play our game. Since our game was made for landscape, we're going to select both of the landscape orientations. And finally, aspect ratio adjustment. The two options here are meant for scaling with newer and older devices respectively. Overscan zooms into a center point of your app to fill the entire screen when you've created for iPhone Legacy and are playing on a newer iDevice. Letterbox adds black bars to the sides, giving you a bit of buffer space. If you have a custom splash screen, you can implement them here. Just make sure you have the proper file type and resolution beforehand. Now, if you haven't implemented any of the GameSalad services, such as iAds or Playhaven, then you do not have to worry about this bottom area. However, if you do have any of these services in your app, you'll need to make sure to check the respective boxes so that they become active. Otherwise, if you leave these unchecked, your services-based behaviors will not work in your packaged app. Now, as you may have noticed, the 2 red notifications are gone, so it seems we're ready to publish. Click Generate App. Then click OK. And after a bit, you should see a notification that your app has been generated and is ready to be signed. Click the hyperlink that says Click Here, and then Launch Application on the external protocol request. This will bring you back to the GameSalad tool. You'll then be asked to select your iOS provisioning profile. If you do not have one set up, you will need to click Get Provisioning Profile and set that up. After you've selected your provisioning profile, click Next. You will then be prompted with your output location. Select where you would like to publish, and then click Open. Finally, you're ready to save. Click Next. You should see a congratulations screen. From here, you can show your app in the Finder, launch iTunes Connect, or even submit via the application loader. And that's it. You've successfully made it through the entire publishing flow with GameSalad. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.